Time now for the Deputy Chair of the Conservative Party and Westminster's toughest talking MP, Lee Anderson. And failed London Mayor Sadiq Khan's latest bid to go ultra-woke has seen his staff banned from referring to migrants as illegal. The Sun newspaper got hold of City Hall's inclusivity guide, which demands staff call migrants people with insecure immigration status. But I couldn't believe this. The gender section of the memo also bans employees from referring to men and women in case of offending non-binary people to staff. Now, ordered to use the term people affected by period poverty, because not all women have periods. I mean, Lee, is this just a hellish, dystopian snapshot of what could be to come in slippery Starmer's Britain?
Dan, you need to stop doing this to me every Wednesday night. You're really upsetting me. Look, why don't we, call everybody citizen, get the old chopping block out, the old guillotine, and travel around the country chopping rich people's heads off? It's absolute nonsense from this. I mean, I don't even know what to call him, what the description is for Mayor Kahn.
People affected by period poverty.
What is that nonsense all about? People affected by period pains, who's that? Sometimes it's me. If your missus is on one, but normally it is women that's affected by period pains. We all know that. What an idiot. He needs to shut up.
And also the illegal thing does bother me too, Lee, because unfortunately there is a crisis in this country of illegal immigration. And isn't it actually better to define, actually, that it's not that we are against legal migration if it's the right people coming in and they're documented and we know that they don't have a violent background and we know they're going to contribute to the economy.
The problem with Kahn is, Dan, he doesn't know what illegal means, because there's that much crime in London. It is rife. It is snidered with crime in London, so he doesn't know what the term illegal means. Like I say, most people in the real are sick up, are fed up, are sick to death of this wokeness, which is creeping into all parts of society. And God help us if Labour get in next year, because get ready. This is Labour's London, which is acting like this. This could spread to the rest of the country, and God forbid.
That's what I'm so worried about. And actually, talking about it, this wokery spreading, this teacher was really shocked by this, who has been slammed by his school, who are treating him like a paedophile, he says, because he gave a lesson on puberty that upset children with gender dysphoria. So this is this guy called Roy Huggins. He's a history teacher. He has more than 30 years' experience. He claims he merely read from a national curriculum textbook about the physical changes to the bodies of boys and girls, but he now faces being banned after several students lodged complaints. And it was unknown to Mr Huggins, actually, that at least 2 pupils in the Year 7 class were diagnosed with gender dysphoria. So are schools that are pushing radical agendas now actually irresponsible? Because I think Mr Huggins should be backed 110% by the school.
Well, look, we've got a man here who's been teaching for over 30 years, dedicated his life to public service in teaching our children, our young people, to get a good start in life. And, towards the twilight years of his career, Dan, what's happening? The wokerati, again, this school is pumping out nonsense. This is actually in Bassetlaw, which is Brendan Clark-Smith's, that's his area. I know he's looking into this very, very seriously. But like I say, here's a man that's dedicated his life to teaching children, and he's been treated like a criminal. It's absolutely disgusting.
For by the way, Lee, stating a biological fact.
Yeah, and reading out of a textbook.
Scientific fact.
Yeah, he's reading out of a textbook which is given to schools to teach children. And hey, presto, the school should be ashamed of themselves, I'd say. They should back this teacher to the hilt. And you know what? Anybody watching this tonight, if they're living in Worksop or Bassetlaw or wherever it is, would you send your children to that school? I probably think they wouldn't.
No, what a terrifying time, though, for teachers.
Terrifying. They've got no protection.
No, indeed. Now, look, got to talk about loudmouth Labby now. Labour's Labour's shadow Foreign Secretary, who has told Politics Home about the creep towards the EU. We've been clear that we are not entering back into the single market, but clearly there's much that we can do in partnership with the EU. So this is all about the creep, isn't it? The creep to, I genuinely believe, Lee, to overturn...
Well, you talk about the creep. There's only one creep in this conversation, and that's him on your screen there. What a load of nonsense, Dan. I mean, we know, we could say all day long that the mask has slipped. We know what Labour's plans are. Labby, when I first got to Parliament, people used to say to me, how do you know which way to vote? I said, it's dead easy. Look where David Lamb is going in the voting lobby, and you go the other way. And if you do that, 9 times out of 10, you'll be voting the right way. He needs to shut up, because he doesn't resonate with the people of Ashfield. They think he's a joke. joke.
Yeah, well, of course, this is the guy who compared Brexiteers to Nazis.
Yeah.
This is the guy who did everything possible to overturn the biggest democratic mandate in British history.
Yeah.
And it's I actually find it terrifying that he could...
I'll tell you what, if David Lamb is watching this programme, I doubt if he is. But if you're watching, David, come up to Ashfield and campaign, and I'll order that new kitchen, because my majority will shoot through the roof.
There's the challenge to Lammy. Lee Anderson, very good stuff. We will speak next week. Thank you very much.